G'day guys, welcome to Rumble's Fish Room. So I just went and picked up some new fish, took Cooper for a drive, and as you can probably hear, he's not happy that we've come home. Anybody else that's got a 3-year-old, they'll probably have a similar situation where the toddler doesn't like coming home. But anyway, as you know, I've got the Angels lights off at the moment. I'm gonna put suggested in the last video with some Corys for some bottom cleanup, so I thought let's get some Corys, and I didn't just get 3 Corys, I decided to buy 16 and 4 different variants. So that's just generally what happens when I decide to buy something. I'm going to put them in quarantine. Obviously Ultimate Angels, extremely worth lots of money. Corys, not worth so much money. In my experience, putting a cheaper fish with a more expensive fish, I've had bad luck a couple of times. So I'm going to find somewhere to quarantine them. I'm low-key thinking about using the tank that the betta are in, because A, there's only a few betta left in there that I can move, and B, the tank needs an overhaul and it'd be nice to clean it up for these guys. So let's go have a quick. Alrighty, so this is kind of the tank in question. It's full of like snails and all that jazz. They were pretty much, I've got a huge snail problem in the fish room. The flower horn tanks, obviously the flower horns eat the snails, I think. So I might just have to move the betta to a tank without snails. There's only X amount left, and then I might have to put some flower horns in this tank to try and alleviate the snails. I reckon that's the solution. Turn this into so I'll use it as a quarantine tank for now. The betta will still be in the other half of the tank, so it'll be like quarantine plus bettas. And then it might become a flower horn tank, because that will get rid of the snails without having to completely like drain the tank. And even if I drain it and clean the filters, there's still going to be snails. Anyway, there's the new fish. So I picked them up from 2 different marketplace sales. Is bagging fish the new way of private sales? Because I've been bagging my fish when I sell them, and also both of these sellers have bagged the fish. Interesting. I thought that was interesting. No bucket required. Red Texas are fucking getting big real quick. They seem to be growing faster than the flower horn, I reckon. Alright guys, so I went to town. I ended up draining at 90%. I cleaned the matin filter. I cleaned the sponge filter. For anybody who doesn't know, these tanks, they're actually 3 foot wide, and they're divided in the middle. They had a hard divider when I bought them. I drilled a couple of holes in it and made a standpipe, so basically there's a filter there. Then that screen acts like a filter. You can kind of see it from this side. So the water comes through, acts like a filter there, and then there's a return hole down there. G'day guys, so it's been a while since I picked up the camera. I decided not to do the final reveal on these Corys until they were settled in, and then I was like, I might as well. Oh, how's that for bad timing? The lights just turned off. Alright, so those of you who don't know, I've got like 20 apps for all the lights and shit. I've heard that you can like load them all into one app, Google Home or whatever, but I've never done it. The joy of those lights turning off is more Corys came out. So, gold laser I think they are. Then there's, they're going to hide the orange dudes, which I think they were the most expensive that I bought. Focus on them, there we go.
but like they're probably like the least flattering. Disturbia or whatever they're called, they're definitely the most active. And then there's long-fin pandas. Drop a comment below if you reckon I should add any more. Oh, I threw an L333 in there as well. There it is. It's doing circles for some reason. That's weird. So the L333 is just, I got given some like a long time ago, and I just saw that one swim across one of the tanks, and I was like, oh, that'd be nicer in here than in the fish room. The Ultims are doing pretty well. I don't know, I feel like they've grown shitloads. I threw Valis in there. It all died off, but it's all like sort of growing back. There's Tiger Val, Skinny Val, and Corkscrew Val. Yeah, it's only been in there a few days. And the other thing was, it all died off and went stringy like that. Like, it was all quite long. I presume it's pretty natural for it to die off and then come back. I also, when I first put it in there, the light was only on like 3 hours a day, so I've upped the light to 8 hours a day. I don't know what to do about the substrate. I kind of want to go black substrate, but it's a pain in the ass to swap. I'm getting this algae on the substrate. I was hoping the cories would stir it up more than they do, but I guess as they get bigger they will. The whole purpose of getting the cories was to stir up the bottom of the tank. I was getting heaps of uneaten food with the angels. They only seem to eat the floating food as it's sinking. Obviously, like the rock, the food sticks to it because it's got like that biofilm on it, like the algae. When no one's around, or if I sit back and just watch and they don't know that I'm there, it's pretty cool. The angels are grazing the whole lot. Let me know what you guys think. So this side panel, I've let the algae grow, and like, as an aquarium keeper, I feel like it's kind of a flex on how established the tank is. Like, it's taken years for me to grow that algae wall. But what do you guys think? Do I keep it as a weird flex on the tank, or do I get rid of it? Would it look better if I cleaned it? I don't know. I love the algae on the rock. I don't know if the video will really portray it, but yeah, just like established rocks, like minimal tank. I just think this tank's pretty cool. I'm thinking about upgrading this tank. So this is 4x2 by 2.5. Ignore my reflection. I don't have any shirt on. So kitchen bench is here. So that tile there, I'm thinking about making the tank deep enough that it lines up there, and that would mean I'd be able to fit a 2 foot wide sump if I brought it out a bit further. And the other thing was maybe line up with this wall, or maybe even just 100 million, just to keep this walkway a bit bigger. I don't know how wide that is now. You guys might have a suggestion. Because I also, so what's that? That's 860. Because this bench, I also made that like 200 mil bigger than the original one, so I've already closed this up to 860. I think if I made this 960, kept 100 mil of wall, might be best. And then obviously there's like a foot on this side, I'd go hard to that wall. Then I'd probably paint that side black, and those two dark gravel, plant it again. So it'd end up being 1700, so just under 6 foot, 800 deep, and then 750 tall. So like basically 5'8" or something by 2'7", 2'8", and then 2'5" high. So same height as this. It would actually sit higher, because if you look at this, my eye level is there. So I want the top of the tank to be higher than my eye level, because I'm thinking about doing pendant lights, no top timber or cover, and then I'm thinking about doing the bracing, just instead of I'm thinking about Euro bracing it and just having one brace around the outside and not double stacked, just one 12mm line around the top, and no center braces, but I'd go like 100mm wide on the braces. But yeah, anyway, that's a long-winded way of saying I'm thinking about building a tank to fit the space, not finding a tank to fit the space. And if I did, I'd probably get these 2 panels in low iron glass. I don't know, it's just a thought at the moment. So basically it would be that tank that I just said, the size, and then a 5x2x2 sump. I worked it out roughly, total would be like 1400 litres, which these are Ultimate Angels. They're going to need as much literage as I can give them. Obviously they probably want floor space as well, but I think like it'll be the same literage as like 6x2.5x2.5 really. Should be pretty good floor space for these guys. Obviously 800 front to back, and then yeah, I think it'd be a good sized tank for them. Last I heard, there is still 3 of these in the shop that I got these from, City Bar Malaga. What do you guys reckon? Should I stick to 5, or should I see if I can get a deal on the last 3 and have 8? I think 8 would be too much for the tank. Let me know what you guys think. Bit of a long-winded video. I even had a haircut since I did the last clips. My sister's actually a hairdresser, and she's a 3rd-year apprentice. She finally cut my hair for me. So yeah, let me know what you think. A, any more Corys? B, should I build a new tank? And C, I don't know what C is. But anyway guys, I'm going to wrap it up there. Let me know what you think of the Corys. Let me know if you think there's some Corys that I should add to it, just like 1 or 2 of every different species kind of thing. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Oh, one last thing. There's somebody claiming to be me on my Discord. Got stolen when all my accounts got hacked, which I've mentioned in the last video. Somebody is still on my old Discord, and they're asking random people for money, and I got a message from somebody on Facebook saying I stole $20 off them, but it's actually not me. It's got nothing to do with me. I would never ever ask anybody on the channel for money. Alright, peace out.